I still remember the sound of my name being called out on parade that morning. The sun had barely risen, yet sweat already soaked through my camouflage. When the adjutant finished reading the posting signal, there was a brief silence before the reality settled in. Northeast. For weeks we had heard rumors, whispers in the barracks, quiet conversations during night guard. Everyone knew what the Northeast meant. Long convoys, hidden threats, and a kind of fear you could never fully train for. This was not an exercise. This was my first real deployment. That evening I sat on my bed cleaning my rifle, running my fingers over the metal like it was a living thing. Around me, the barracks felt different. Some soldiers joked loudly, pretending bravery. Others were unusually quiet, lost in thought. I wrote a short message to my family, careful not to say too much. I didn't want my mother to worry. The journey. The convoy moved at dawn. Dozens of vehicles stretched across the dusty road, engines growling like restless animals. As we left the base, I watched familiar buildings disappear behind us. It felt like crossing an invisible line between the life I knew and the one waiting ahead. Hours turned into days. The terrain changed. Thicker bush, emptier villages, burnt-out structures that told stories without words. Children stared at us with wide eyes. Some waved. Others just watched silently. That was when it hit me. This place had seen things we could not imagine. At night we slept lightly, boots on, rifles within arm's reach. Every sound felt louder, the crack of a twig, the distant bark of a dog, the hum of insects. Fear didn't come as panic. It came quietly, sitting beside you, asking questions you tried not to answer. Tourney. First contact. My first real test came on patrol. The sun was unforgiving, pressing down on us as we moved cautiously through unfamiliar ground. Suddenly, the lead vehicle stopped. Signals went up. Everyone froze. In that moment, training took over. My heart pounded so hard I thought others could hear it, but my hands were steady. I remember thinking, so this is it. This is what they trained us for. Nothing happened that day, no shots fired, but the tension stayed with me. I learned then that deployment isn't only about firefights, it's about waiting. Staying alert and trusting the man beside you with your life. Sabr. Brotherhood in the field. As days turned into weeks, something changed inside me. The fear didn't disappear, but it no longer controlled me. We became a family, sharing water, laughter, and stories of home. Rank mattered, but survival mattered more. I saw courage in quiet forms. A soldier giving up his last sachet of water, another staying awake all night to watch over injured comrades, a commander walking among us, encouraging us when morale was low. Loss also came. When we lost one of our own, the camp was silent. No speeches could explain the emptiness. That night I understood the true cost of service, not from textbooks, but from the faces of grown men trying not to cry. To coming back changed. When my first deployment ended, I returned a different person. The uniform felt heavier, not because of the fabric, but because of the memories it carried. I had seen fear, bravery, suffering, and strength, all in one place. I learned that being a soldier isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward despite fear, about duty, sacrifice, and standing firm when it matters most. To this day, whenever I hear the word Northeast, I don't just think of a location. I think of the brothers I served with, the lessons I learned, and the moment I truly became a soldier. That was my first deployment, and it marked me for life.